He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he... lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Like 80. Hey, check.
On second down, here's Miller. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Tackle made there by Ben Heaney.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Ben on third and long. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Whitney merciless. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to roam now. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Allen. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. play action. Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Alert, alert, alert! Recon, 132 fighter. Get there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Throwing again. Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Gordon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Back to you. Tight yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Five wide. 56. Hey, box truck.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Got to do better.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Roethlisberger. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Jack 16.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got it. Hey, tight. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check.
Allen now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To the air, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Hey, watch it. Check line 54. Line 54. Cut.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Jags grab it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Kill. And turn it out. Joker. Alert. 77. Mike 52.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way down to the 39. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check 3. Check line.
Now Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a run with Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And that's caught inside the 35. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Carlton Davis picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go one more.
A toss play, Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
2 minutes. 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 2
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 30, past the 20. And